We're here live with the former middleweight champion and now super middleweight contender this Friday night. Takes on Gabriel Rosado live on the Zone. The Miracle Man, Danny Jacobs or Daniel Jacobs. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you very much. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
we're a few days away from this next fight, taking on Gabriel Rosado. What are your thoughts a few days out?
I'm excited. It's good to be in the hotel, feeling the atmosphere, even though it's not much of an atmosphere because everyone is kind of quarantined in their rooms right now. But just to be here on site, it feels good. I haven't been in boxing realm for a long time. My last fight was in December, so I'm just looking forward to being active again and getting back into the groove.
Obviously, much was made, especially when the pandemic started, about people with underlying conditions, and obviously your stories. It's been out there for a long time. It's an incredible story. Did you have to take extra precaution because of everything that you went through several years ago?
Well, in my mind, I took extra precaution because of that in general. So for me, it wasn't nothing that was projected to where I needed to, but just in the back of my mind, me being very precautious, me having a family, me wanting to protect my family and making sure that we all are safe. I just made sure that I did the best that I could do. But I mean, I'm glad that things are getting a little bit better to where they're structurized to where we can still give the fans boxing shows. And obviously, as a fighter, missing the ring so much, it just feels so good to be back.
Now on to the task at hand, Friday night, Gabriel Rosado. This is a fight, obviously, I think that was kind of spawned on by what happened at the weigh-in last year for your Chavez fight. Would you say that's accurate? That that's probably a good reason why this fight came together.
Yeah, that's a good reason. I would say so. Also, the pandemic is a reason why this fight is taking place, but also I just think the history that we had over the years, it just wasn't that last Chavez situation. But prior to that, we've had some encounters that wasn't too friendly. So I just think that this is kind of a grudge match. Fighters in general have the right, and sometimes grudge matches serves for good boxing matches. So I'm looking forward to fighting Gabe Rosado come Friday night. We all know what he brings to the table. I'm always going to bring my best as well. So, I'm looking forward to giving the fans a great show.
Obviously, for all the people who have followed your career along, you've been pretty much a gentleman. This seems like a maybe one. Is this one of the first personal fights that you've kind of been in?
Kind of one of the really personal fights where I can truly say that, yeah, this gentleman is a guy that really doesn't sit well with me. And so in order for us to settle our differences, we have to go in the square and settle it as men and as fighters. So yeah.
Obviously now you're campaigning at 168 pounds. Your old buddy Canelo now is going to fight Callum Smith on the same streaming form on DAZN at 168 pounds. Is this a? And then you have your other guy Golovkin, who a lot of people thought you got the win over a couple years back. He looks like he may be going at the sometime in December. Is that where you're angling? One of those two guys with a big win on Friday night?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of talent in the super middleweight division. Whether Canelo stays at the super middleweight or Golovkin comes up, I think the fact that we're all back in the same atmosphere where we could be potential opponents is a great thing. And then there's even more added talent, in the super middleweight division as well. So you have the Billy J. Sanders, the Benavidez, and you know. My personal favorite, who I've always been vocal about, was fighting Jamal Charlo. He's been saying that, he's willing to come up as well. So there's massive amount of talent in the super middleweight, and there's very good fights to be made.
And also Caleb Plant as well, who's one of the belt holders. How important
Yeah.
is it for you to? Obviously, you said this fight is somewhat personal too. How important is it for you to knock Rosado out?
I won't say it's important. I just think because even a knockout, I mean, he's been knocked out before, so I don't think it'd catapult my career to the next level or even put me in a position where I can fight for a world title. I think I've had those opportunities to even fight for a world title now. It's just I specifically chose this fight for personal reasons. And also, I know that it's also going to make for a good remedy for a good fight. And coming out of this pandemic, I think that's truly what the fans want. They just want good boxing. Yeah, they want, competitive fights. And I do think it'll be competitive however long it lasts. But, for me, it's just really about
You hear me? I think I lost you. Hold on. This is your second fight with your. You still can't hear me. Hold on 1 second. This is your second fight with your new. You still no. 1 second. One second. No. Ooh. Hear me now? No. No. Please chill. We'll just end it. Thank you.